Rate setting involves predicting the costs and the usage of future operations, and then establishing a fee per unit. That fee also needs to be adjusted up or down to account for over and under recoveries to the approach. That's the overarching approach to this whole thing. There are a few considerations that you should think about when you actually set up the rates. To start, the estimates of costs need to be reasonable. That means if a center has historical expenses to apply, if you have some background information, it makes sense to use those as a base to predict future expenses, and then adjust for added resources, inflation, new contracts, etc. If there's no real strong basis, this could be an audit risk. I've seen that at least one or two places where they say there was no basis for your projections. If you have a new center or a center that's not really in a stabilized state, this is less of an issue, but there should still be well-documented estimates. Similarly, those estimates really need to be justifiable with respect to usage. The basis for use should be consistent with your actual use in the prior year. Although if you have known additions, like a new research group that's going to be using your service, or departures for major users, it would make sense to have some adjustments to usage based on that. If you see that as a general best practice, it makes sense to identify and poll potential users to understand what their needs really will be. And so last, rates for users should never exceed the cost per unit. This is a firm rule based on the regulations we just discussed.